Good morning and welcome to episode 49 of MorningCraft. Today we're going to be building a dock area around our new ship. So let's get started. So in the last episode we built a huge Viking longship, and as part of that I wanted to place a dock area around the ship, and today we get started on the dock. As you can see, it's an overgrown mess at the moment, and I wanted something a bit more clean. So I went ahead and I dug away the dirt so that we had a nice flat area to work with. And then I began to cut away the trees to reveal the area underneath. I removed the existing hedges, and then I began to place stone bricks around the edge of the dock. I also placed a stairway up from the water, and then I began to replace the grass with stone. Then began to work on the walkway between the rest of the village and the dock, and this runs down the side of the Markethall. It makes sense for the dock to go next to the Markethall, as this is where the warehouses and all the trading would be. I then began work on a building for this dock, and I wanted this to be a mixture between a warehouse and an administration building. I then lit up the area and began to place hedges to make sure the area stayed secure. I do need to make the water around the dock a lot deeper. I then began to flesh out the building with some extra details. Docks are something you always see by the seaside, and so I want to know if you get to the seaside often. I live in the UK, so we're never too far from the sea. Let me know in the comments below. I was really pleased with the look that I achieved. I then finished off replacing the grass with stone. I used slabs for this to save a little bit of material. I then began to dig out the interior of the dock building. I haven't completed this building, but there's a rough shell now, which can be used later when I do work on this project. I then began to dig a tunnel between the basement of the Markethall and the new dock building. Since the basement of the Markethall is going to be our new warehouse, it made sense to dig a pathway between these two. I do also need to add a back entrance to the Markethall, but that can come later. And once I figured out the correct level for the tunnel, I began to widen this out. As you can see, the tunnel's really starting to take shape, and it flows all the way into the village. A villager even came down to see what I was doing. And then I started working on the stairway up into the dock building. I went for a slow gradient using slabs. And then I widened out the dock building to fit the new staircase. I then began to work on a jetty. I started by placing logs, and then I placed dark oak slabs for the walkway of the jetty. I then placed some boats in the dock, and then placed walls along the edge. I then slightly tweaked the design of the dock building, then began to place street lights which would hold lanterns. I placed these all along the dock and the walkway, and I placed some of these on the exterior of the market hall. Once I crafted some lanterns, I came back and I lit the area up. I'm really pleased with how the dock looks, and I think it looks wonderful. And here we go, here's the finished dock area, and it looks lovely at night because we have these beautiful hanging lanterns. And I've got these boats lined up here next to our big ship, and the dock is looking wonderful. So hopefully we can build some more things here. Perhaps we can build the interior of the dock building, and maybe a crane or a few other buildings, maybe a small warehouse. But I'd also, in the next episode, probably like to build a bit of a silo in this agricultural area, and maybe a farmhouse and a barn. So, thank you so much for watching, I hope you've had a good morning, and I'll see you in the next episode of MorningCraft. I crashed into the dock. Embarrassing. That's why you shouldn't drive in third person. There we go, perfect. And I've crashed again.